Yo, what's up YouTube? I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of people coming in my stream as well, asking about specific attachments for M16 and the Gallo. I run both normally in my speed runs. So I'm just gonna make a real short and quick video here. Just going through all the attachments and I'll discuss the important ones obviously. Like for scope, it's purely preference. I don't think the zoom scopes are very good, but if you're taking any of the like short range scopes like the 2x, the red dot, the reflex, it's all preference. I prefer the reflex, mil stop reflex. I think it's good. For me, that's just personal preference. Also the muzzle, I use the infantry compensator, which I just think it's the best. I was using the agency silencer, but the bullet velocity, it's not bad for zombies, but it just doesn't feel as good as the vertical recoil control. It's better in my opinion. Barrel, I use the strike team, which I've experimented with a good amount of these, and I like the strike team the best so far. Maybe I'll change this in the future, but as of right now, I personally like this. I think this is the best. And again, I didn't say this, disclose this earlier, but this is all my attachments. It might not be meta or anything, but this is what I like to use. And for the steady aim laser, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just don't want to get the reduced ADS time, aimed outside time. And for the barrel or the grip, I like the bruiser grip, just because of all that move speed and just this is quickness, general quickness. Obviously, the magazine you want the best of the best. And I use the serpent's wrap for ADS time. The sprint to fire times. I mean, if you want to use the speed tape, if you really want the sprint to fire time, you could, but you have less aim down side time, so it's kind of up to you. I think the Raider pad is a no-brainer for me, just by far the best in my opinion. Also, for reticles, I use the Pit Boss, but I see a lot of people using Apex. It's again, it's just preference, whatever you like the most. I don't think anyone would ever use the Ruined. That seems very pointless and just for looks, but it's just all preference with the reticle. Okay, that's my M16, and for my Gallo, I like. Okay, let me disclose this first. You can not have two specific attachments, so we opt out and not taking the optic and the handle. We don't need aim down sight time, and we don't need a scope. Okay, the muzzle, I think this is easily just the infantry choke. You just get tighter. It's just for range, essentially. Like if there's a zombie far away and you aim, it's basically a slug, like just one big shot, essentially. It's not actually a slug, but it shoots more condensed. Also the barrel, the damage barrel, easily. I've experimented with the effective damage range barrel, but it's just not nearly as good, especially for taking out like big guys like Panzers and Megatons. The damage barrel is just a no-brainer for me. Also the SWAT laser, just you don't need aim down sight time, so we opt in for this instead of anything else, because it gives us the most hip fire accuracy. We don't really care about the salvage drop, right? Honestly, for speed running. Too much anyways, and obviously the no-brainer is for the best magazine there is, and the marathon stock. I think that's a no-brainer as well. I think the Gallo is so, but for muzzle, I think you could opt in for something else. Like where is it? There's another tidier ADS spread. This silencer maybe. No, actually, I think you're fine with just this. So, this is my preference for my Gallo and my M16. So if you don't agree with something or just generally think it's dumb if I have an attachment, that's fine. You can do however you want. It's your gun, your attachments, you do you. I haven't looked up any guides for this. It's just personal preference of what I've experimented with and what I find to work for myself. So if you don't agree with some of my attachments or if you think it feels bad, I recommend just trying other barrels or whatever you're struggling to agree with. So yeah, that's it. Everyone's been asking for this, so I'm gonna post it. Alrighty, peace.